Hey guys, Alex and Smoke here back again. We're going to be doing a quick review for TNA's Genesis 2013. The first pay-per-view of 2013 from TNA, and only one of the 4 pay-per-views this year. Do you want to touch upon that at all?
At first I like the idea of let's narrow it down to 4.
I like it too. Especially like it's because it's the big ones too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
The only thing is I mean, if they're going to put out this quality
Yeah,
then it's really not working.
Yeah, TNA, this shit wasn't even. This was barely TV worthy.
Yeah.
Okay, first match of the card was Matt Morgan and Joey Ryan taking on the TNA Tag Team Champions Chavo, Guerrero, and Hernandez for the tag team titles. What can I say? I mean, this had no story. It had no pacing. They were getting heat on Hernandez. Oh, by the way, Smoke did not see the first part of this show, so
No, I didn't.
I'll be talking about it myself.
I did read the results.
Yeah. Okay, so it was going wrong, pittering around, and just and then the finish where Hernandez dropped Joey Ryan almost on his fucking neck.
The Hernandez is dangerous.
He's
man.
been done that before.
He
Now,
almost killed Gail Kim with that move. I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
it's time to.
it's time
tone
to
it down.
it's time to fucking either tone it down or get rid of him because he's done it before. Like, you ever see that when he like dropped Doug Williams on his neck and like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
It's just dangerous.
no
man.
shit.
There's
Like,
no need for it.
yeah. Some people say that was Joey's fault. It's like whatever, you know. I'll trust Joey over Hernandez any day of the week. No offense.
Well, Hernandez, he's
Yeah.
been known to. Be
This
sloppy.
match just, these I don't know why these two teams are feuding, and hopefully, I think it's coming to an end after this week's Impact. So
No, I didn't see this, but
Yeah.
from what I've seen of Chavo since he got in the
Mhm.
company, I mean, he's just been exposed completely. He just is not a champion.
I've always said like Chavo's a good worker, but I think people just expect him to be as good as Eddie, and he's not. Sorry Chavo, you're not as good as your uncle. You're a decent guy, but you're never going to be the biggest draw. You're never going to be the top guy. You're always going to be an undercard guy.
Right, and there's no need to have the belt on him. I mean,
No,
it's just putting it on a veteran.
Well, we'll get into who we think will be the tag team champions in a later video, which I think everyone kind of predicts now who that's going to be. But I'll give this a 1.25 stars. It was just boring way to start the show. Horrible. And then we had Samoa Joe versus Mr. Anderson. Anderson back with his I think this is his 20th turn in TNA. Like I lost count at this point. This match was okay. It was a TV quality match. Joe looked like Joe, and he was wrestling like Joe, and Anderson was Anderson. Anderson's all right. He's never been a.
I've never been a big fan since he left WWE. I always thought he had potential, but it just never got realized.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, Joe lost when he got distracted by Mike Knox. So that's about it. And Samoa Joe jobbing in the second match to Mr. Anderson.
They just refuse to put him over.
God.
They just don't know what to do with Joe at all.
You could do so much with Samoa Joe. How about Joe versus Hardy? That'd be a great match. I'd watch that.
And it's amazing to me because this is a guy that has his own DVD already.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not like he can't be a star. He's selling.
He's been a star.
merchandise, But now they don't. I don't know unless people are like afraid that he's gonna get too over, or I don't know. I just don't see it.
Hulk Hogan says he's not ready.
Well, yeah.
There you
I mean,
go.
who's ready?
No one opponent of Hulk Hogan.
Well, if you're under 40.
Yeah, jeez. Thank God Daniels is over 40.
Yeah.
Next we had Christian York taking on Kenny King for the #1 contenders in the X Division tournament. Before this, Kenny King cut a very good promo on Christian York and RVD. Basically, I would almost say shooting on both of them, like calling out RVD an old has-been and just not good enough anymore.
It's true.
And yeah, it's like hey, he may be shitting on him, but hey, it's true, and it should be taken as so. This match was pretty good. I think it got a fair amount of time. Only problem with Christian York, I like Christian York. I think he's pretty good. Problem is he's a little sloppy still. He's a little rough around the edges, and when he's in the ring with X Division guys, he just looks like he's in slow motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he belongs in the X Division.
Oh no, absolutely.
One of the things that I have a problem with him is, like you said, he seems like a step slow.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, oh, give him time. But let's remember, this guy, he's been around the business for...
He was on the first TNA show.
The longest time.
Yeah.
So what you're seeing now is pretty much as good as it's going to get.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, he's good.
Yeah, he's got potential.
But I think TNA wants him to be a main eventer. They want
Oh
it
yeah,
so
they're
badly.
pushing him
And
hard.
I don't see it. I really don't.
I'd be happy with him with a television title or whatever in that
Yeah,
picture.
that's
fine.
fine. I bet you he'd be really good in a tag team.
Yeah, he'd be really good. Put him in a tag team. I don't know who with, but stick him with someone. But we'll see.
Yeah.
The match was fine. I didn't like the fact that York went over because Kenny King just got that really good promo, and they've been building up Kenny King and RVD and a little bit of a feud, and just made no sense, but whatever. And then immediately after this, RVD came out for the title match. After Christian York got laid out afterwards by a burning hammer, a very nice burning hammer from Kenny King, which is a very difficult move to do.
Safely,
yeah. But so RVD comes out. He's shaking hands. He's high fiving people. He's doing the RVD thing, and Christian York's still laid out in the fucking ring. It's just like, RVD, aren't you the face here? You're just,
right.
Yeah. A very popular nickname I've heard from is Rob Van Don't Give a Damn. That's pretty. It's pretty catchy.
Accurate,
it's catchy. Yeah. He starts the match. He keeps telling York, "Oh, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. We can, you whatever. You don't have to wrestle." And York keeps fighting back. Does the whole babyface thing where he doesn't want to give up. RVD hits about 20 moves on him, and he still won't go down. Christian York hit a very nice knee off the top rope, like a bicycle knee off the top rope. Got a good near fall, but RVD ended up winning. Thank God, because I did not want to see the typical guy hurt and somehow wins bullshit, which we've seen 1,000 times before.
This booking altogether does not make any sense to me.
Here's the thing. Why would you put the match right after the number one contender match? It makes no sense. You got a whole pay-per-view. You got plenty of shitty matches.
The thing that really bugs me is that you just killed off both of your top contenders in one night.
Exactly.
You took Kenny King, who cut that great promo, who's the heel, and you had him lose, and then you have the guy who just beat him lose instantly.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure that they're going to pick one of the two to chase the belt.
I would not be surprised.
Who cares now?
I would not be surprised if we see a Kenny King, Christian York, RVD match in maybe a Lockdown, which would be okay. But it's like
you don't need to build for a pay-per-view that's 4 months away.
No, it's in April, so it's like 2 months away.
Is it?
Yeah. Whatever. I'll give the Kenny King York match 2.5, and I'll give the RVD York match 1. Because it was basically him beating the shit out of a guy who's dead weight, and So, next we had Devon versus Joseph Parks. Oh boy, people seem to love the Joseph Parks character. Like, I get it. Like, he's very, as far as a wrestler pretending to be a non-wrestler, Joseph Parks got it down to a T. He's pretty good. Facial expression wise, he's funny. If he was in Chikara, I'm sure he'd be a hit. But This ain't Chikara. This is TNA. This is number 2 promotion in the world, and we have a guy who's been a wrestler for how many years?
Long enough.
Probably 10 years, right?
Oh, at least.
Yeah. He's being a guy who can't wrestle, and just and I just don't get the appeal of this character.
But I don't see where it's going. Like, when is he gonna go back to caring about being Abyss? When did he stop looking for his brother?
Yeah, the whole storyline's so.
He's already won a match against the top heel in the company at the time.
Yeah.
But now I'm supposed to believe he can't wrestle. It's like I just saw him wrestle.
He won because Abyss interfered. Abyss showed up out of nowhere and just whatever.
Yeah, this is just so long and so drawn out.
It was entertaining. The match was because Parks pretty funny, and they did a whole amateur wrestling gimmick, but it's like. Yeah, it's entertaining, but it's not good wrestling, and I want wrestling. Sorry,
I miss the monster.
Yeah, I'm ready for. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Trying to give us this shitty character.
They are, but
to try to make us plug the monster.
They're just waiting.
Yeah, they're dragging out way too fucking long. If I lock down, they don't have Abyss back, then I just say kill the whole storyline and just move on. Mm-hmm. Whatever. I'll give it. I gotta give it an NA because it's just like you can't really. It was a segment. It wasn't really a match.
That's fair.
Then we had the Knockouts Gauntlet for the number 1 contendership. Started out with Gail Kim versus Tessmacher. Gail beat her in like 3 minutes, I think.
Is this even worth going into?
It's well, I gotta talk about this because Tessmacher, who was like the top rising star in Knockout in TNA, is now getting squashed in no time. Then we had Gail versus ODB, who still fucking wrestles. I've never been a fan of ODB that much.
But to her credit, she's really over with.
She's over. Yeah, really. He's still carrying around the Knockouts Tag Team title belt for whatever fucking reason. Gail Kim beat her. Oh, like she beat Tessmacher and ODB by holding out the rope. I think Tessmacher she might have beat cleanly. I don't know. Then beat Mickie James with some fucked up finish, where Mickie James was in the rope again, playing to the idea that Gail cheated. And then out come Velvet Sky wearing a fucking, looked like a stripper's outfit. It was like a full body outfit. It looked like a long dead, Hot Topic or something. Not bad on the eyes, but still, not really good wrestling attire.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Velvet Sky ended up beating Gail Kim when Gail Kim's foot was on the rope. So basically, the heel knockout almost runs the entire gauntlet, albeit through some cheating ways. only to get beat by the face in the last part of the match with her foot underneath the rope. Oh, and then they decided to have the rematch on Impact the next night. So basically, the whole point of the Gauntlet was for nothing because they did it on free television. That's TNA's biggest problem. Is always fucking putting television on over pay-per-views.
Oh yeah, they don't really have any idea what their priorities should be.
Yeah, this match was not really worth it. I gave it a star, maybe a quarter of a star, or star and a quarter, whatever. And I don't know if it was before or after this match, but let's talk about it right now. Bully Ray and Brooke Hogan came out and tried to put over the fact that they were getting married. Yeah, wait, isn't Bully Ray suspended? So why would he be on a pay-per-view if he's suspended?
You got me.
TNA logic right there, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Bully Ray trying his best to get the crowd to actually give a shit about this, but no one gives a shit about Brooke Hogan, and I don't
blame him.
I don't blame him either. It's nepotism at its finest right there with Brooke Hogan on television.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get something good actually. We had Daniels versus James Storm, for basically number one contendership as well. A lot of number one contender matches on this card, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Match was really good. I think these guys work very well together. I think it goes back to their Triple X and America's Most Wanted feud.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
was probably one of the best feuds in TNA history.
Yeah, I had one of the best matches in TNA.
Yeah, the six-sided steel. That was the one where what was his name? Skip something or whatever.
Primetime.
Yeah, Primetime. I did the rope, the cage walk, and the hurricanrana, the fucking craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Still crazy.
That is the most dangerous thing you ever do.
Probably never see something like that again.
No, thank God. But anyway, the match was really good. I think if it had gone longer, it would have been a lot better. But these guys did some really good counters, I thought.
Yeah, I liked what I saw from these guys. They worked hard.
Yeah, they worked really hard.
And they do work well together. And I like that these two are getting a chance to have a match like this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not something you.
If I was TNA, I'd be trying to work a way to get Daniels and Storm involved with the world title and have these guys have a rematch because this was a really great match. And if you gave him more time and maybe some more build-up, I think it could be really something awesome.
And Daniels, he deserves to be in the title.
Oh, God,
sure. He's one of those guys that's just been pushed down for
starving.
So long. Yeah.
He's been yeah.
He deserves it.
Never been the world champion in any promotion. Well, any mainstream promotion or big name promotion. Never been in ROH, never in TNA. Real shame. But Danielson got the win here, which he'll have his match on television, which is stupid, but whatever. Which we'll talk about that at another time. But I'll give the match a 3.5. Really good match. Then we had Doc versus Sting. Yeah.
This match was awful.
This is primarily one of the reasons we are so anti-Sting fan in this day and age.
Yeah.
Do you want me to describe this match for you in basic terms? Or you saw this. Okay.
I'd love to listen.
Let's see. Start out with a brawl on the outside before the match even started. Gets inside the ring. Doc gets heat, more heat, a little more heat. Babyface comeback. 30 seconds later, match is over.
But how many matches do we have to watch where Sting drags people through the crowd?
Oh, I don't know.
That just screams lazy to me.
Oh yeah, it screams lazy when he can't take a fucking t-shirt off.
I mean, I don't understand how people can take him seriously. You look at Sting, and we don't care. What? I'll watch Ric Flair wrestle with his shirt off, and he looks terrible. Yeah. I don't care. But don't show up to the ring with your tights not tucked into your boots and your boots that don't fit anyway, and you're wearing a t-shirt. You just look like you don't even care.
He doesn't.
Why
care.
Should I care?
Yeah. Sting should just do himself a favor. Go to WWE, wrestle your one fucking match at WrestleMania, and retire and get in the Hall of Fame.
Go.
You get a probably like a $5,000 paycheck, or I mean, probably more than that even.
Oh yeah, shitload.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that was lowballing. Probably $50,000 paycheck.
I'm sure he'd make a bank.
Oh yeah.
He's just not.
No,
he can't.
I get the loyalty to TNA, but when TNA doesn't give you shit to do that you even you give a shit about, why stick around?
The thing is, TNA needs to wise up too.
Oh no,
this guy is not a draw.
No,
I mean he'll draw to the Impact Zone, but if you want
people to stay in the Impact Zone, you need some guys better than Sting to wrestle.
Yeah, he's just.
All right, then we had the main event with Jeff Hardy defending his TNA World Title against Austin Aries, the greatest man that ever lived, and Bobby Roode, the It Factor of professional wrestling. Both of them got good nicknames. I'll say that right now.
Yes.
Better than the charismatic Enigma.
That's not bad.
Yeah, okay. This match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. I like the idea of Bobby Roode and Aries teaming up to take out Hardy, who both of them have their reasons for not liking. And, that was pretty good. I like the double teaming. I like that. They made Hardy look look good, even though he did the typical babyface comebacks out of everything, which
it worked better in this match than most. I thought.
I agree,
because you knew going in that these guys were going to work together.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they did a really nice job of working together, and also, like when Hardy would fight back, these guys would be they look almost like stooges, but they're not. They're very competent wrestlers too. It was very cool dynamic.
I will say right now, probably the best part of this match was when Aries and Roode decided the hell with beating up Hardy, we're going to beat up each other. And
yeah, that was the best.
Oh my god, man, these guys have such great chemistry together.
Definitely.
Aries countering the spear into the last chancery. Holy shit,
yeah,
man! That is still one of the best counters I've seen in TNA. That's great. These guys had a really nice back and forth. Aries managed to roll up Roode and like some kind of, I think it was like a crucifix or whatever or something.
I believe it was
like a backslide, yeah. And then Jeff Hardy jumped in, got in the pin, so both of them eliminated Roode technically.
But for some reason, Aries was arguing with the ref over who got the pin. Yeah, and I didn't understand that just because who cares?
Yeah, exactly. So you eliminate the guy, move on. Anyway, Hardy and Roode or Aries went on it for a minute or two, and then Hardy got the twist of fate on the apron.
That looked really sweet.
Yeah, it looked like it hurt Hardy more though, because Hardy, Aries is in the ropes, and Hardy does the twist of fate. Hardy lands right on the fucking floor.
Well, what it was supposed to be was that Aries' head smacked off the apron, and it looked really good.
Yeah, it did look good. I'll give him that.
That was a cool spot, something that I've never seen before. So
no, you don't see it very often, yeah. And then Hardy ended up getting the win here. Like I said, I didn't really like the fact that Hardy took so much punishment, and Aries at least Aries got eliminated with one twist of fate and one swanton, even though it was a twist of fate on the apron and stuff like that. Just it was a lot like with the Bound for Glory, where he got eliminated, he hit Hardy with everything, and then Hardy hits his move once, and that's it. So it's just I just don't care for that personally.
But that's kind of how Hardy's matches are.
It's how every face of any company's been booked these days. All right, but I'll give this a 3.5. You got a rating for it at all, or?
From what I saw, I'll give it this, that the 3 matches I saw, 2 of them were good. Mm-hmm. So I can't give it a rating, but I must say.
I was talking about the main event.
Oh, the main event.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said 3.5.
Yeah, I'd go probably 3.5, 3.25.
Nah, okay. But yeah, all in all, I'll give this pay-per-view a 4.75 out of 10. Very, very bad start for TNA. And it's really embarrassing that in this day and age, in 2013, after how long has TNA been doing pay-per-views?
Since they started.
Yeah, since they started. Oh yeah, that's right.
$10 ones.
Yeah. Since they've been doing this for so long, and they still can't get a fucking pay-per-view together that is good and will make fans want to spend their money.
It's embarrassing. Don't understand it.
Yeah.
And now they're coming out with that their new shows are still pay-per-views too.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not.
Well, at least those are tapes, so you can actually tell if they're good or not before you buy them. So thank God for that. But that'll wrap it up for our TNA Genesis review.
Don't see Genesis.
Do not see Genesis. Don't buy the replay. Don't buy the DVD. Don't spend a single cent on it. Go and find it on YouTube or Daily Motion or whatever it's called.
If you have to see it, seek out the Aries Roode match
with Hardy.
Oh yeah, Hardy's in it.
Yeah, Hardy's in it too.
And Storm and Daniels.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'd pretty much save my time.
And probably Christian York and Kenny King if you're really bored.
Yeah.
Okay. Take care, guys. Bye.